Hi grade 9s, welcome back to another one of our video lessons. So today we're going to continue with the constructions of triangles. So we're on page 115. So we're going to do that example, page 116 another worked example, and you guys are going to finally do exercise 12.2. Alright, cool. Let's start with 115. So in the previous video when we were talking about this, I explained what the included angle was, meaning that the included angle needs to be between two known sides that I give you. Okay, that's the included angle. You can look at the diagram on page 115 in the keywords, and it shows you there which sides are included, which ones are not. Alright, cool guys. So example says number 1, without using a protractor, construct triangle ABC with AB 11 centimeters, AC 8 centimeters, and angle A 30 centimeters. Okay, do you see that the two lengths they've given us both have a letter A in them, which means that those are two included sides around the angle A, which is 30 degrees. Okay, so without using protractor, we need to find 30 degrees. How do we do that? Well, easy. We can construct a 60-degree angle and then bisect that and get a 30-degree angle. All right, cool. Let's start with the first side. They give us AB 11 centimeters. So I'm going to draw a construction line, measure AB 11 centimeters. Okay, and I'll join it by a solid line. All right. So they say triangle ABC with AB 11 centimeters, AC 8 centimeters, and angle A of 30 degrees. So here's we need an angle of 30 degrees. Once we get that, we can measure this side. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to construct an angle of 60 degrees and then cut it in half. How do we do an angle of 60 degrees? Well, that's an equilateral triangle. Go to A, open up your compass to some length, and make a mark there and even there. So just make an arc like that. Construction lines, faint lines. Then you're going to go to this point here, keeping the same distance on your compass. You're going to make a mark like that. Okay, so we can erase that. So you can make a mark there and there rather than the arc. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your compass point here, open some distance and make a mark like that. Keeping it the same distance there, you're going to put your needle point here, make another mark like that. Okay. Now well, joining that intersection and point A will give us the angle of 30 degrees that we want. Because remember, this angle here was 60 and then we cut it in half. All right, cool. So then they say point length AC is 8 centimeters. Okay, we can measure from here to here 8 centimeters, or measure it on your compass and make a mark. So let's say I make a mark there and I call this 8 centimeters. There it is. Now all I have to do is take this point here, join it with the other point of the triangle, and I have my triangle ABC. Okay. Let's see what they actually wanted. So without using a protractor, construct triangle ABC. Okay, we've done that. Okay. Yeah. No, sorry. I'm reading the wrong thing, but it's the same it's the same wording actually, the previous two examples, except the different sides. Never mind. Number 2, drop a perpendicular from C to AB and let it cross AB at D. So they want us to drop a perpendicular from C, cross AB, and extend it down to D. All right, how do we do that, guys? How do we drop a perpendicular? Okay, so what you do is you're going to take your compass, you're going to extend it to this distance here, somewhere on AB. You're going to make a mark here, and you're going to make a mark there. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your compass, put it into this point here, make a mark over there, put it into there with the same distance, make a mark there. Where these two intersect, we join that, and this gives us a 90-degree angle, and we drop it down, they said, to D. All right. or actually D was here. Okay. Okay, let's see what else do they want. Number 3, fill in the missing sides and angles. Use Pythagoras to calculate the length of AC. All right, so we need to work out length of AC. But guys, they've given us AC to be 8 centimeters already. So yeah, I mean, we could work it out again. I think they're talking about not AC, but they're talking about the other side, which is CB. Okay, we have to use Pythagoras to work out this distance over there. Okay, so, but that's assuming that that's 90, but we don't know that that is 90. So we have to, let's see what they do. In triangle ADC, so ADC. Okay, so they're using this triangle over here. And they say that, well, CD is 4 centimeters. How do they work that out? Yeah, guys, I think they're lying in this worked example a little bit, because CD, they tell us it's 4 centimeters, but we don't actually know how long it is. Okay, we know these two sides, we know that that's 30 degrees. We don't know what that angle is. We don't know that that is 90 degrees. It could be, but we don't know that. Or actually, let's see. This is 30, 90. This must be a 60 degrees. Okay. Then this is also 90. Yeah, that doesn't help us. We don't know that this angle is 30 degrees. Okay, so they've made up some stuff over here. But the point is that you can measure the other sides, or you can try to use Pythagoras where you can. Okay, unless you assume that a CD is 4 centimeters, then sure, we can use Pythagoras to work everything out. I just don't see where they got that from. Okay, because if they measured it, then we can just measure all the sides anyway. All right, cool. Let's continue. So then the next example, they say construct triangle PQR with PQ equals 12 centimeters, Q equals 30 degrees, and PR is 7 centimeters. Okay. All right, so they say you should be able to construct 2 triangles from the given specifications. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so we need triangle PQR with PQ 12 centimeters. Okay, Q is 30 and PR is 7. Okay, that's the info that we have. So we have angle Q, QP is 12, and PR is 7. Okay, PR is not a side attached to angle Q. Okay, well, what are we going to do? We first need to find this angle Q of 30 degrees. Okay, well, let's draw our line. There it is. Let's call this angle, or this point, Q. We need to construct an angle of 30 degrees. Well, remember from the previous exercise, we did an angle of 30 degrees. So we go through the same procedure to do that. And I'll just construct it and I'll draw it like that. Okay. So this is 30 degrees. Right. Now we can start filling in some information. So we have triangle PQR with PQ 12 centimeters and PR 7. Okay, so PQ 12 centimeters and PR. So QP is 12 centimeters. I'll make my mark here. There it is. You can make a mark with your compass or with a ruler. PQ. That's our point P. And we fill that in. Okay. Now they say R is or PR is 7 centimeters. So this line is 7 centimeters. What we do now is set our compass at 7 centimeters. You're going to put your needle point over there. You're going to make a mark there and there. Okay. Do you see what's happening here? Is that we can have, with the given specifications, we can have two different triangles. The one triangle can be doing this, right? So we have P, Q, R doing that. Or we could have this line over here and extend that line there. And then we could have a bigger triangle with R being over there. Okay, so there's your one triangle and there's your bigger triangle. Okay, so with certain questions, with certain specifications, you will be able to draw more than one triangle. With other specifications, you won't be. Okay, so this is one of them. So get used to using the compass, guys. It's very handy when you're doing this kind of construction work. Okay. All right, cool. So that's that. Let's see what they say. Construct a horizontal line and mark off Q. All right, we've done that. Place a sharp end. Okay, guys, we've pretty much went through this triangle. And at the end, they basically say, fill in the missing info of this triangle. So what we can do is we can work that out or measure it, which is 7 centimeters. And remember, since those sides are the same, they're all 7 centimeters. Okay. Well, that was given to us anyway. And this side we can measure, okay? Because it's not a right angle triangle, so we don't really know whether, we can use Pythagoras or not. So you can measure those sides and see what they are, if they match up. Now, in terms of the angles, same thing. You can measure those angles and check whether your external angles or exterior angles end up equaling your two opposite interior angles. Okay. So what's interesting here is that this exterior angle here, it's quite a large obtuse angle, will be that acute angle plus that obtuse angle. Or it will be this angle here plus that angle there. Do you see? All right, guys, so that's the two variations we can have on the whichever triangle we're looking at. Okay. So guys, for homework, I want you to do exercise 12.2. I want you to do the whole thing. Okay. And then we'll get on to the next chapter, which is quadrilaterals. All right, guys, in this exercise, you'll be talking about circumscribed circle and an ascribed circle. Okay, so what that means is that we are drawing one circle in the triangle and the other circle outside of the triangle. Okay. Okay, so the way to do that is if we have a triangle. So one way, what we do is we bisect each side. Okay, so we cut each side in half at 90 degrees, like that. Okay, and then that intersection of all those lines inside the triangle will allow you to draw a triangle, a circle outside of the triangle. So that would be the center of that radius. Okay. And then the other way is to draw a triangle inside. So it says ascribed circle, a circle that lies outside the triangle but touches one of its sides and two of its extended sides, the center of the point of intersection of the bisectors of the two exterior angles, as well as the angle opposite the side it touches. Okay, so basically we have a circle that's touching one of the sides of the triangle. Okay, but guys, you can look at that in exercise 1J. Okay, whatever you have difficulties with, we can go over in our Skype's lesson. So yeah, guys, that's your homework. So work through these two worked examples. Do exercise 12.2 and I'll see you in our next video lesson tomorrow, where I'll continue with the quadrilaterals. Okay, cool guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.